exhausted all the batteries is nowhere possible, right?
Yeah.
So you think like that, when go fast and wake up home, everything I didn't die. So example, very went to equivalent to job. She's saying, oh, I get here, I don't get any accident, I don't get problems. When you get there, wow, it's amazing, I get it. You come back and also you think, oh, it's amazing, I get home.
Well,
no get ticket,
yeah.
no happening anything. It's amazing to get home. So thank that,
Well, I try and do that when I wake up in the morning instead of
Yeah.
about being tired. I'm like, I woke up. But there's still, and all the death I worked with when I nursed, but still, there's still part of me that's.
Yeah, so that's not only you, for everyone has that problem. That's why we cannot give up this worldly activity. If someone has a really strong renunciation samsara and they recognize there is so strong death is coming and this recognize impermanence, then they just put too much, just whole 24 hours to put effort for dharma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's we don't have it. That's why we're doing this cultivate precious human body, meditate impermanence. If we have that, then we don't have to go into cultivate, practice, meditate, impermanent, and precious human body. Yeah. So we recognize, low is this world. People die every day. So many people die. You can see the news, but we watch that and we don't really hear that. We don't think that coming to us. And that is because it's due to the, ignorance, and due to, it's just kind of like fixation to in the world, grasping in the world, like something, with obscurations. Don't recognize that. Yeah. So otherwise, we have so many examples, so every day showing this, impermanent, but we don't hear that. Yes.
I also sometimes wonder if the idea of bodhisattva and being reborn is a cop-out or like a excuse to not really renunciate. Like in my mind, right?
Bodhisattva, what do you say, Bodhisattva?
Yeah, so if I say I want to be a bodhisattva, and I think I do, but then how much of that is because I really like it here in samsara?
Okay. So you can Bodhisattva, but Bodhisattva has so many different levels, and someone say, okay, this worldly suffering not affected me, and then it's a rare Bodhisattva. But we have a compassion for others. We wanted to help for others. That's also good heart and relatively Bodhisattva, but still this worldly suffering affect us. Because that means like we are not rare Bodhisattva, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's one day we are rare Bodhisattva, then this worldly suffering not going to affect us. So then that time, so you doesn't matter, you reborn the hungry ghost, you reborn to the animal realms, doesn't matter where you reborn, but this suffering is not affected. Yeah. So then you can take the form body as an animal, no problem, because this animal ignorance, animal suffering is not affected. So Bodhisattva, rare Bodhisattva has that ability, and also they can choose where they wanted to born, what they wanted to do, something. So their birth is not emotional birth, not emotion take the birth. The birth is aspiration and the power. So due to aspiration and due to their power. To also follow the different levels of Bodhisattva ability. And we can say we are relative to the Bodhisattva, but still we are regular being because this samsaric, this, suffering affects us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So many layers.
Yeah. Okay, so then, what is EDG?
I'm listening. I love the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, by the way, did you ever get that book, The Flight of the Garuda?
Yes, I get it. Yes, thank you.
Oh, all right, good.
Yeah, I receive your email.
Oh, all right, great, thank you.
Yeah, I saw the Lord's pages.
Yes.
So I didn't read the finish it, but I received your email. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
There's a question in the chat room, Kempo.
Yes.
Do you want to read it? Or
Sure.
do you want us to read it?
Can you read?
Oh, sure. So this means, this is from French and Gabrielle. So this means that some animals may be bodhisattvas.
Yeah, could be. We don't know. Some animals, of course, can be Bodhisattva. So there's lots of stories. And Bodhisattvas take form by the big fish. And in long time ago in India, there's one village is no food. Everyone, get poverty and no food. So it's all nearly dead village. So Bodhisattva took the big fish body and feed for everyone. So that kind, it's many stories the Bodhisattva is become take form by these animals too. Yeah. So we studied this publication to Tara and the commentary in the commentary. So this Buddhas, Bodhisattvas benefit so many different ways other beings, what the people need, right? So example, someone need a company. Maybe, cat is effort to the company. Cat is maybe Bodhisattvas like for someone's, helping for them is like cat is a Bodhisattva effort to benefit the someone for who need company. Maybe dog is able to Bodhisattva to benefit for them. Child also can be, Bodhisattva effort to them because some like parents too much suffering, looking for child. So then Bodhisattva just sometimes like take effort to form body to benefit for them like that, So that is Buddhas, Bodhisattvas benefit other beings like it's beyond our thoughts and perceptions. So beyond our capacity, we don't know. And in the supplication to Tara, the commentary, and I put one sutra quote. So you can read that Buddha can effort to any form body to benefit others. So Buddha can effort to form body, no Buddhist teachers, they can benefit and depending individual level capacity and different ways benefit for them. We have a horse here, so horse also could be Bodhisattvas, and many horse also used to the take form body for Bodhisattvas. The local horse, and some people really need a horse, really need a horse, and then without a horse, they are extremely suffering. So then can be these horses can take form body for Bodhisattva and the horse to benefit them. Also the many stories like and the horses like become, you know, Bodhisattva's form. Yeah. Then that means that we cannot say all the horses are Bodhisattvas, but some horse can be Bodhisattva's form to benefit.
Some horses are help people, like they're used as therapy horses, and there are lots of stories of emotional trauma and kids with autism. Horses can be very helpful in terms of their healing.
Yes. Yeah, that you see some horses like have good karma and that benefit their life in the other people, but then they can take form is become reborn to the human beings next life. So that's kind of also happening. Some is rare Bodhisattva form to take the horse to benefit. Some is like horse has a good condition in life because due to the accumulation merit, and they can benefit some other beings. So then become the change in the body to me body. So that's why we don't know each situation. And long as we don't have clairvoyance, so we cannot make decisions. What is that? You know. So that's all who can make decisions. Buddha only can make decisions like what happened this horse, what this horse is like karma, where is previous life, what is he doing right now, where is future life he's going to take birth. So that kind of recognize. Then
Are we asking questions about anything or what? Or
yes,
just meditation? Oh, okay.
you can ask question first.
Okay, Sandra reminded me about the Visuddha Stupa where the Buddha ordained himself there.
Yes.
And I got to thinking about it. There was previous Buddhas, right?
Huh?
I mean, so
Can
I know
you
there
say
was
again?
previous Buddhas.
Oh,
There were
Buddhas,
previous.
yes.
So did any of those have stupas?
I don't know, but it's all the previous Buddha is like going to like before already eons, so we don't know. That time Dharma is not there yet, so they have to again, you know, previous Dharma is all gone, so that's why Buddha Shakyamuni has come.
Okay, so it was all gone.
Yeah.
Previous.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what did the Buddha practice when he first left? Or when he left, what did he practice?
He saw some just kind of yogis practicing meditate, so he liked them, you know. He see them very peaceful, relaxed, not stressed out. So they just follow the, you know, day by day food, everything, and then they don't have much like kind of a desire to worldly things. So he like that. Then he just kind of followed them and ask teaching. So actually, these teachers, no one has, you know, realization, and they also have some levels of meditation. So they can have like, you know, some level means like follow this shamatha, vipassana, some levels of meditation, but no one has like understanding, interdependent. They don't have a like perfect view.
Okay, so no one previous to the Buddha was was liberated or enlightened. Is that correct?
Previous Buddha being there before, but it's all gone. Its Dharma is already finished. No more that time. It's already started a new kingdom, new world.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The other question I have is, have you heard of the one syllable mantra or one syllable sutra? I'm sorry. The shortest
One?
sutra
Okay.
is the shortest. This is the shortest sutra was on the letter A.
Ah.
Yes.
So the
You're not familiar with it.
A is the arm bone. You know, A is arm bone.
So there was a sutra.
Yeah, but
There's a
sutra,
sutra.
I think it's arm bone. Sutra, that's why it's just say one syllable. Or the sutra means arm bone dharma dharta. So A is arm bone syllable. That's why. Make sense or no? You say all the sutras become one syllable, right?
No. There was a sutra on the one syllable. I think it was the Buddha talking to Ananda, maybe. I'm pretty sure.
So that means just all the sutras, maybe one syllable go into the A. A is arm bone dharma dharta. So that is then all the sutras essence. Could be, you know, I don't know your question exactly.
Well, that sounds like the right answer.
Okay.
But I'm just trying to understand the significance of it, because the Japanese Vajrayana or the Shingon, they've written many volumes, I think, around that single letter sutra. And I think it's in the Tangyur or Kangyur, whatever it is. I'll try and find the reference. Okay, so my other question is all of your texts that you have in the center, the Kangyur or Tangyur, I don't know what the name of it is.
Kangyur is Buddha's. Tangyur is all the commentaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Kangyur
one
has
is
100 volumes. Tangyur has 200 volumes.
Okay, so is there an index? How do you know which one to open up to read? Is there an index or table of contents or something?
No, they just have different sections. Because it's in the temple always put different sections.
Okay, so
the Kangyur also has like A, B, C, D, all the way.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Then there's names, everything. Karcha means like all the contents. What is A has, what has B has, what has E has, all this, names, and inside what there has like one volume long is like content.
Okay.
Yeah, Kangyur has one volume. The whole volume is the content. So that means like more details what there has each book.
So it's sort of like an index, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know why I thought of that.
No,
Just something.
cannot be misunderstood,
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so looks like no questions. We're going to meditate. So meditate is today we do the precious human body. Only we cultivate that. So when we talk about the precious human body, we have to think about this all the freedoms and domains. So precious human body meditation is followed by the intellectual meditation called cultivating, thinking, not just resting mind. So you think this, and then you really recognize what right now we have. We recognize ourselves. Sometimes we lost ourselves. We don't recognize ourselves. So cultivate that. We recognize we are human beings. We are recognized we have precious human body, and that's the reason we have to cultivate. First is we just think precious human body and freedom and the 10 domain, and we think about the first freedom. Free from first is birth in the heavens. So if you know the Tanka, or you think about that, heavens, and or you just hear the teachings before talk about the heavens, like we think about so many beings in there, and they are extremely heat and cold suffering. So we think that beings are recognized, and it's when we meditate the compassion, then we reach them free from suffering. So right now it's cultivate practice human body. We just recognize here and beings. So many beings there. It's extremely heat and cold. So sometimes we get very cold. Like when you get coldest when you're alive. Think about that. And then that kind, so many beings, extremely more 100 times, 1,000 times colder than that, extremely colder than that is suffering. So think that, and which when your life, when you get you hottest, very hot, extremely hot you get in your life. Just think about that and meditate. Many beings like more 1,000 times hotter than that, suffering in the heavens. So we think that cultivate that. Meditate. You close your eye. So this is a cultivation meditate. You just think, and when you for your life is hardest, coldest when you get. So we can think right now more hard REM, hardest and extremely hard. You can know in this life when you get hardest, if you have experience, cold that and your mind. 1,000 times harder that many things. Extreme heat is burning due to the karma. You can be free from that all the cold and heat and we have this comfort basically in your body. Now, second is going to cultivate the bird as so think about our when which day or like in our lives when if you get and hunger and thirsty. So think that and bring your own experience 1,000 times the hunger in that, 1,000 times thirst in that. So cultivate hungry ghost beings, no food, no drink, their whole life, never get food, never get drink due to the karma. So many beings in the cultivate think that Recognize we are free from that state. We hear also we have food, clothes, we have drink. Third is bird as animals. So we cultivate animals when suffering. So think about ourselves. We have ignorance. Sometimes, like in your life, what you did, like something, we get a wrong thing, like with the understanding. So big mistake. So kind of like think that, and this is all due to ignorance. So many divorced animals, they are extremely due to ignorance suffering. They always make mistakes. Think about all the divorced animals. It's slow to see some animal situations so hard, difficulty. They cannot their suffering. All the animals so much suffering due to each other, no protection. We think that we cannot be free from all this animal range. Now we have precious human body. This human body is a big gift we have. So many beings in this lower range. No many beings get human range form body. So we are also one of lucky winners get the human body. You can and then whatever you hold in your mind, like something difficulties, you can release because recognize all this lower and so much suffering or we free from that comparing to that, right now what we have difficulty is comparing to that is not much difficulty. Just due to our ignorance, we hold it like difficulty, but it's not actually difficulty. Meditate, cultivate, recognize our comfort. We have lots of opportunities. These animals, they don't hear the Dharma. These animals, you telling them to chant the mantra. No one can chant Om Mani Padme Hum. When you tell them it's like you can liberate right now, chant one mantra, single mantra, they cannot chant because it's ignorance. We have this good connection, knowledge, wisdom, that all the animals, recognize, letting go whatever we hold our mind. And then we can cultivate birth is a long life God. So just think about the long life God means like some very lonely, no family, no friends, and no one taking care. Everyone no one to see. So that kind of people are suffering like that. God when many lifetimes like that. Also, you think your own situations, like some days, like yourself, lonely, extremely lonely, and no one wants to talk, no one wants to see. People bang us, we kind of scare us. So like it's bothering. All this God actually banged them, and the extremely lonely lifetimes. To me, there's many lifetimes they are suffering due to karma. We can so we are reborn human beings. We don't have that suffering. If it is sick, so you can call ambulance. You can go hospital. This God's long life God's banned ones. They cannot go to hospital. So no one going to treat for them. So we have a lot opportunity. If we say we can go to hospital, you can call phone. And also we understand what is we have to adopt it, what is we have to discover. So we understand the no virtual state is causes of suffering. Virtual state is causes of happiness. Thank that cultivate. Our human being has this opportunity. It's doctrine. there are no Dharma. So then next we cultivate birth among barbarian or uncivilized people, barbarian uncivilized people. So the wrong view, wrong thought. In this world, so many people, no Dharma, and suffering, no get teachings, no believe the teaching due to karma. So many people, uncivilized people means no accepting cause and effect. So we are free from that. We have a Dharma. So then cultivate the birth with the damaged or incomplete mental faculties. So if we don't have ears, you cannot hear the teaching. So thank that we have all these conditions free from that obscuration. We have all these 5 senses, faculties, not handicaps. So many people have difficulties, these 5 faculties handicaps. Even take the body, human being, with 5 faculties handicap is no ability to hear the teaching and the practice. Then number 7 is a bird in which one holds extreme wrong views. So then think about in this world, so many people have wrong views. No any recognize like right path, true path, wrong view. No accepted service love, no accepting physical love. Many beings people have that. So we are free from that. Then where where no Buddha has come, so we are reborn into this world. Buddha Shakyamuni is able to in this world. The Buddha is not coming into this world, so with no opportunity to receive teaching. In this great generation time, we have Dharma. Buddha is able to in this world. He's giving the teaching. We have this opportunity to receive and practice. Recognize that many beings don't have that opportunity. So now that we have to think about the 10 endowments. So 5 circumstantial advantages we have. Think about in this time, Buddha is effort when we are right now in this world. So Buddha is already effort and this world. So teachings remind, recognize, if Buddha is never come in this world with no opportunity to receive Dharma, some eons the Buddha is not able to the world, the people is no opportunity to receive. We have a lucky and good accumulation, many connections. When we come in this world, Buddha already being able to this world. Then Buddha talked. Second is Buddha taught teachings. Even Buddha is able to in the world, if not taught teaching, then cannot receive any teaching, no get benefit. Buddha is able and he taught Dharma teaching. Recognize that. That is the second circumstantial advantages. The teachings were practiced, passed along, and continue to be available. So the teaching is not extinguished. Still, its teaching is there. We have an opportunity to receive, and we have opportunity to practice. Then number 4, circumstantial advantages. Followers of the teaching are present. The teaching is all right now at the present with us. So that's also very rare to get. Then number 5, circumstantial. The last one is one has meet and receive teaching from a spiritual master. So we receive this teaching from the teacher. We have opportunity to meet many masters. So these are the 5 circumstantial advantage we have. This is all the auto level conviction. Free from this auto conviction, so free from auto level conviction obstacles. So now we have also the 5 personal advantages. We are human, but we have born to the human. Then birth in area where Dharma is available, Dharma is with us. So possess of the necessary cognitive faculties, we all these faculties, and have a lifestyle that is not antagonistic to the teaching. And also number 5, have faith in the teaching. So we have 5 personal advantages. Even people born into this world, they have this auto 5 circumstantial advantages, but they don't have inner the 5 circumstantial advantages. And and the 5 personal advantages, they don't have 5 personal advantages. So this all 18 like freedom, 10 endowments we have, and that is big gift, big precious. So no many beings have this opportunity. We have this, we cannot. So then thank also so many animals and no many human beings. We are into the human beings. And the human being also not many really follow the teaching. So we are one of that, follow the teaching, believe karma, cause and effect. So saying that this precious human body is not easy to get. Very, very hard to learn to get all this foundation comes. So no low to ourselves. We have all these convictions. We recognize, we know what we have any kind of holding our mind, depression, sad, fear, or just release, because due to the lower and suffering, whatever we have in the mind is not important. Nothing is problem. We don't need to hold that or get rid of that. Recognize and you have this opportunity and the joy feeling, happy feeling is arise in your mind. Let go any competitions, jealousies. This all comes from due to emotion, due to attachment and desire. Recognize we are free from all these lower ranks, and we have all these conditions. We have to satisfy and joy. No need to competition, no need to jealousy. Let it go. Mind relax, flow to yourself. When you have any difficulties, just cultivate practice in your body. You can let go of the fears, difficulty, whatever difficulty and hardship means, like comparing to lower range suffering in this human beings, not much difficulty, nothing difficulty compared to them. Recognize. So feel joy and happy we have this opportunity. Good evening, everyone. So we finished the meditation. So that's the one different method for cultivate practice human body. It's using the intellectual meditation, called intellectual meditation. It's a meditation has many different methods. Sometimes we use this technique and help for our mind release attachment, desire, release all the suffering and the sadness. We recognize ourselves. We recognize ourselves. Usually we don't recognize. Okay. Do you have any questions? No?
I have a question. So when we're contemplating, like you were talking about the cold realms and imagining, 1,000 times more colder, does it go, does the contemplation go into deeper about the root of that suffering, or do you just contemplate the physical aspects of those feelings of the realm.
Say again.
So do you, like you, in going over it, you discussed about the coldness and the feelings and how that would be, and to contemplate all the beings that are having that, experiencing that. Does the contemplation go any further into the root of that suffering, like the ignorance or the anger, or, you know, what affliction those beings suffered with, that they are now in that realm?
So usually you say the first part, we're doing that, you know, body and the suffering, things that, yeah. And then of course, like more high level understand is like, of course, the thing is cause. So no, just basic meditations, we think about this body and the feeling and the suffering.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
There's a question in the chat room. Debbie McComb asks, are the long life gods in the formless realm? And do we contemplate other gods?
What is it?
Are the long life gods in the formless realm? And are there other gods?
Formless realm.
Yeah.
No, this long life God is not talking about a formless realm. It's just different kind of realm. It's a formless realm. It's a better situation. They don't have that suffering. I don't think so, because they don't have form like. And this is the God realm. It's like different levels, more lower than that. The God realm has so many different levels. So formless is the highest level. And then there is like only, we don't say there is a heavens. So usually this teaching is followed by Abhidharma teaching. The Abhidharma, they don't talk about the heaven, but they talk about the formless realms. There also has like kind of some levels of practicing, meditate, absorptions. There's no desire to the form body much. So that's why they take birth in the formless realm. And we get that realm is not talking about right now the God's realm suffering. God's realm suffering is like kind of in the human being right now. So it's like who has really good material things, everything, auto level, but they're mentally not happy. So, and nobody like them, and the kind of people bend, you know, that kind of like feeling they have.
So when we do this, can we look at beings that we might think are in a hell realm or a hungry ghost realm? Like, you know, when we went and distributed the gift cards downtown Vancouver and all the drug addicts in that one area. I mean, there's a Buddhist doctor that wrote a book that called that section of town the realm of the hungry ghosts. So
no, there's no hungry ghost, but these people, we told the hungry ghost, the interesting thing always is this same as a hungry ghost. Hungry ghost is more thousand times different than that.
okay.
That's human beings, but they can see the food. If you can give a gift card, they can receive. Hungry ghosts cannot receive due to the karma. And they see the kind of see waterfall like this, okay? And they kind of, they have fears, but then there goes no water there. Okay, there it's different. Like don't see any grain So you can, this Vancouver downtown, the people can see the grain, they can see the McDonald's gift card, they go to get coffee from there, and they can drink, eat, and there, some is like just a little bit hungry, and maybe some is more enjoying, not much desire for them. Hungry ghost is a strong desire, 24 hours only thinking about food and drink, you know, no any time to think any other than that. So then also, winter time, sun also cold, summertime, moon also heat, because due to karma. And like totally different situations. Even they think they have food, they go to get, but it's like transformed to the like firestones, irons. They cannot eat. That's why we have to do mantra. You know, even you throw something and your like mouth and the nose go out something. You know, even you use the mantra, they can use that to eat food. So
Same.
that means like their perception is they cannot receive the food.
Oh, okay. So same thing for a drug addict then, because they do get the drug. They get their short period of relief and then crave again. So it's a different.
Drug addicts, they are very peace. When they get drugs, they are happy and don't think about, and they don't think about food. They don't have worry about anything, families, nothing. So they are more enjoyed than just regular. Actually, people so much like strongly always that anxiety, like you know, and thinking about losing this worldly possessions, and so tight. So they are more relaxed than compared to more less the suffering than that people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the drug addiction is kind of comparing to a hungry ghost.
So those people are in the human realm, but not a precious human birth. Is that correct?
Who?
The people that are suffering like that. So they're human realm, but not in
See,
the.
that also, they all has this some levels like freedoms, but they don't have maybe this 10 domain correctly, right? Some they don't have like auto level this 5 circumstances they don't have. Maybe some has no inner 5 circumstances. Mostly they don't have inner this individual 5 advantage or something, you know. Just think, you know, like about each one, like they don't have that, right? Which part they have, which part they don't have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. There's another question in the box from French. What can humans do for hungry ghosts to benefit them?
Human beings can do we does the soul offering. Soul means like, you know, do the puja together, burn the food. And also small offering, also part of that. Small offerings, more focus for offering to the Buddhas, but also the benefit hungry ghosts too. And the soul offerings, like also actually offering to the Buddhas, but also more benefit to hungry ghosts. And then they have some prayers to chant hungry ghosts, prayers. And like example, you throw any food, like lose your hand, and whatever food you dropped, and just chant mantra and think about this benefit for them. So then that has a capacity to get. So through the dedication, food for them. That can only receive. So example, like you see the one fruit falling in the, you know, tree to ground. So you just dedicate chant mantra and for think about hungry ghosts. So that kind they has ability to receive. Then Then lastly, you know, through the dedication, through this mantra blessing, so then this becomes the food is effort to food for them. Otherwise, even the food is there, but when you go there, try to get it, becomes transformed to the, you know, hot strong, you know, hot iron, and water is become it's turn. That thing is water. That when they're going to try to get it, it's already blood, and so like that. Then also they have so many diversity hungry gods, so many different kind of hungry gods. They're not same situations. Anyway, they're just main point is their hunger and thirsty. Then there's a different kind of home bodies. There's different kind of hungry gods. So that's our answer is followed by the what this you know, other teachers and realizers, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas share. So I don't see the hungry ghosts. I don't know anything about that, but I follow by this, you know, teachings. Yeah.
And then French asked, is there a specific mantra to benefit them?
The good is Om Mani Padme Hum. Yeah.
Okay.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
And now Ed asked, what's the difference between an empowerment and a transmission?
Big difference. Empowerment is some special method, you know, giving you empower means like you get same kind of like introducing same Buddha's quality as. Transformation is like the practice is like you can use that. Yeah. Okay. So empower is like you buy the car, you have money to, like someone gave you money to buy the car like that. Transformation is you can drive the car, put the gas, drive the car like that. Okay. You can drive, so you can drive the car. Anyway. So empowerment, you get the car. Transformation is you get the driver lessons because you know how to drive. Then you can drive. The police said, okay, you can drive. So then no make you punish. So that is the easiest example, maybe. So they need both, right? You need a car, you need a driver lessons. Driver lessons means you know how to drive. You have permission to drive. Even you have a permission to drive, but you don't have a car, then so that means you don't have empowerment. Okay. So one.
Oh, yes. Going back to the previous question about benefiting hungry ghost, I heard whenever you eat or drink, if you dedicate that to hungry ghost, it's also going to benefit them. Is that it?
So when you eat your food, usually that is the offering. Before you eat, you can offering to Buddha, Bodhisattvas offering, right? So leftover, and you throw something, you have to dedicate. So that hungry ghost received.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
How do you dedicate that food then, Khenpo? Is there something we
Just
should say?
mentally think this food is which, you know, this hungry ghost received the chant Om Mani Padme Hum. So that helps through the mantra Om Ah Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, you know. So easy, simple way. Yeah.
Could do that when I put scraps in the compost then? Or is
What
that,
is?
you know, when you have left like scraps of food that normally get thrown out, but you put them in a compost so they go back to the earth?
Yeah, you can just put anything like dedication, become different animal, hungry ghost received. Even you throw something in the yard, sometimes we stuck here, what is called, then throw. So that's also only, this some hungry ghost has only capacity to get that one. If no dedication, even they don't get that. Okay, so you dedicate, that also benefited for them too. So that's the, you know, that this some yogis teachers talk about like that. Yeah. So we can create a lot of different ways to accumulate your merit. We can help for many ways other beings if we know so how to right method to use. So our problem is we don't have a mindfulness. And say example, when we're ready to eat, we don't think about offering, we forget. Right? So then same time, you know, when you go to finish your food, you don't think about it, just throw in the garbage, put in the trash, so dishwash, and whatever you comes out, it's just like dirty, and you just think it's all dirty, it's like throw it, but we don't think about it. So anyway, if long as we have a mind for and think about this, you know, then always can benefit others. And when you eat, also create accumulation merit. Yeah. Then Thomas, please.
I'm just really amazed at what a great teacher you are. At all the different ways that we could accumulate merit, things that we don't even think about, and you mentioned them to us. I am very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. But it's I'll learn the other teachers. I saw see what other teachers says. I'll follow them. Okay, so then we do the dedication together, and I'm going to chant the Buddha Amitabha prayer. So this morning we leave the Tibetan, so I saved today until now. I'm going to do dedication. You can think about just Buddha Amitabha, Chenrezig, Vajrapana, and all is in front of us. We wish all these people pass away, is reborn to the Devaki. And whatever we did, this virtues benefit for them. Mane bene Om 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 mane bene Thank you, everyone. Good evening. See you tomorrow.
Thank
9 o'clock, we have a meditation.
you.
Tomorrow, we have a morning, this meditation and the practice. Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful evening.
Bye.
Thank you.
I can offering for you this. This waterfall is offering to you.
Thank
This
you.
horse is offering to you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
So you can, I can offering to you. You can mentally offering to this Buddha. You know, when we chant the Achis prayer, in the sadhana, powerful lady met what is that called, like 4 things, and are offering to you means that think about this kind of, like when you see like this are offering to you, then that's great accumulation merit.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, enjoy everyone.
Thank you so much, Kempo.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, Kempo.
Bye everyone.